Hello, here's a quickie video for my flea market finds for today, Sunday, July 1st, 2012. First I got first dibs on a box of vinyl records. Unfortunately they were too expensive. I picked 4 and he wanted to charge me $10 for all 4, so no. And I went to put them all back and he said, well, $2 each, and I still only took this one. The Rolling Stones' Love You Live, a double album from '77, I think it was 77. Yep. The other records I left behind were not worth $2 for. Anyway, funny thing is that, and there were a whole other bunch of records that were not my cup of tea, hard rock and stuff like that. And some guy took took the ones I left there and plus more, and 2 hours later at a different table he was trying to sell them for a higher price. I didn't even bother asking him. I did not care. I just thought it was pathetic. Anyway, then another table was a bunch of dirty old CDs, and I took a close look, and there were some jazz, and I only took 2. Midnight Special, the incredible Jimmy Smith. I love Jimmy Smith. Unfortunately, what I did not look at, well, it was $1 each, so it doesn't matter, but I'm disappointed because there's a tenor sax. I've only sampled really quickly, and that's why I really don't like saxophones, because they, if not mixed properly, they take over everything, and that's all you hear. The sax, forward a little bit for sax, that's all you hear, the sax. But I'm going to still give it a good listen in the car and make sure maybe it's not that bad. And I got this one, Jimmy Smith and Wes Montgomery. Jimmy and Wes, the dynamic duo. Unfortunately, it's one of those custom boxes that I hate to death. Because why? Because the pins are broken and you cannot replace it. The CD was in there, and thankfully the CD was scratch free. Got these 2 for $1. Then at a different table, Nice Man had like 3 big boxes of CDs. I was one of the first to go through them. Picked these 6 for $5. And I've used excuse that 2 of the boxes were cracked. I replaced them. Those 2 were cracked. I remember. Got this cheesy one. You know, remember yesterday I talked about Willie Lamotte? This is his last album, because he had a what you call it, heart surgery or some sort of stroke. Yeah, he had a stroke in the late 70s, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he tried to make a comeback and he became sick, whatever, and this is his comeback album from, I think, 1983, and that's the only album he made after his stroke. So that was for $1. I got this. Then I got this one. Thankfully the box was not cracked because it's blue. It's really cute, really nice. It's a soundtrack of Studio 54 Volume 2, and I like disco CDs when they don't mix the tracks together. They let them play separately with the silence between the songs, and I like the Volume 1, so I was glad to find the Volume 2. I was missing this Madonna CD. I was glad to get it for $1. This one, more I think about it, more I think I already have this one. I'm not sure. The Alan Parsons project, The Turn of a Friendly Card. Oscar Peterson Trio, live at CBC Studios 1960. And I got this one, which is really nice. Blossom Dearie, Jazz Masters 51, recordings from the 50s and early 60s, I think. I tried to remember the dates I read in the booklet. Of course, when I saw Blossom Dearie, right away I thought of Schoolhouse Rock. I'm the Schoolhouse Rock generation. Used to see those 3-minute animated shorts between TV shows and on Saturday morning in the mid-70s. Yeah, exactly. And she sang Figure of 8 and Unpack Your Adjectives. She might have sung more. Those are the 2 songs that come back to mind, so I love her voice. She was part of my childhood, and it's a really good, for what I've listened to so far, I really love it. And last purchase, it's not complete, but it's very, very clean. It's a toy my brother used to have, so even though I didn't play it with it very much, what my brother did, it's still a nice memory for me. It's the Fisher-Price Rescue Ambulance 303. It's very, very clean. Only problem is no accessories included at all, and only 1 character here, but the siren works. So I got it for $5. Actually, it was 4, and then I said, "Ah, if he had at least a character with it, I would." Because I told him there was nothing in there, and then he had a box of characters, and and then he remembered it went with it. So I said, "Oh, that's good. Okay, do you have a change for a 5?" And he said, "No, it's $5 because it's $1 for the character." So what a cheapskate. Okay, I gave him $5. I should not leave it there because it's so clean. And it's older than I thought. It says 1974 underneath. But it was a bit later than that. So yeah, that's all I got this morning for 3 hours at the flea market. But I had a good time. I met Yannick there, another guy who collects records, and it was really funny because we kept giving. We don't walk the aisles together. Anyway, I use a bicycle. He walks, and he has other friends there too. So we keep splitting up and meeting again later. And sometimes I tell him, hey, I saw some records in the next aisle, and he goes, and then he buys more than I bought. Or sometimes he tells me, hey, you have to go back because, like yesterday, the 3 records I got for $1. He's the one who told me that the price went down from $2 to $1, so I went right away and got a few there. So it's really fun. You don't buy exactly the same thing. So yeah, thanks for watching.